You know what it is? You know it's number 5. And we have to add that to the thing, or number 6 actually. Beautiful night. You can see the moisture in the air with this. There is kind of like a haze or a cloud. It's cool. It's really cool. It's starting to get a little chilly, and it is just nice. Just nice. Just nice. Just nice. He's nice. Hello. It's me, the Epic Beard, and Dave here on a Tuesday, 11/20 at 5:30 in the evening. I have just completed 2 El Pastor tacos, a chicken taco, and hello, and of course, a nice salad. That gross. And anyways, so yeah, we're doing the vid, the go live, which which will be posted on the Epic Beard and Dave channel on YouTube. Please come and subscribe so I can reach an even a greater throng of fans. To anyone that's on out there right now and you're hooking up, stop in and say hello. Sort of join the conversation. It's not every day that we reach this point. And I always kind of like sort of this time of day. It's somewhat relaxing, somewhat enjoyable. I don't think they realized I was talking with a man and a woman walked by. She just like glanced over his shoulder like, what the hell's going on? When my son was younger, people with Bluetooth headphones or headsets used to freak him out because they're walking down the street, or they're sitting in a park bench, or they're sitting in a bus stop, and they're talking to themselves, and because they got the phone in their pocket, or they got their phone in their hand, and they got the wireless going, the Bluetooth. And he told me about this once. He goes, man, it used to bother me because I thought there was like all these like crazy people out there that were just having conversations with their brain or whatever, and it turned out that they were on the phone. Wireless technology, you gotta love it, the cordless phone and the wireless technology. And now here I've got one sitting there on my table that I'm staring at, and people walk by, and here I am just muttering to myself, and maybe they don't know that the phone's like right here, kind of out of sight, or not as obvious. Kind of funny. You gotta laugh. You have to. Come on, you have to. So they might think you're kind of a weirdo at first, but here I am, still alive, still churning, still muttering on. So hey, what's up? Just saw the owner come in. Why are we doing this today? Well, Thursday's Thanksgiving. This is Tuesday. And so Wednesday, I gotta have the last of my consumables purchased and set up and brought into and we start making. I gotta probably make the Waldorf salad tomorrow night, and I'm gonna try and brine the turkey this year. Godspeed. Godspeed. This will be turkey number 3 I'm beginning to think that maybe at this point, still, when I'm so young at the turkey thing, that I should name them, and maybe we'll call this one Tim. So, what do you call? Traditionally the people here in the country make turkey. That seems to be the big thing. But as an American of any race and creed or color, let's get out of identity politics here. What does your family do? What does your family make? My brother just asked me about it, and I said, well, yeah, I'm going to go get a turkey tomorrow. And he said, oh, because my other brother was thinking of maybe Cornish game hens. Okay, that's cool. But I've never cooked a Cornish game hen. So that could be an interesting thing to come about. So that's just funny. But I don't know how many people see or go to my Facebook page. This is the first time. Actually, this is the first year that I've been doing it, and I've been doing this for 2-3 years now or more. That I go through a holiday or through certain months, and I rotate my profile pictures and my backgrounds like at least once a week. And as we get into this week, we're going to change it again. We're going to probably change it tomorrow. We'll change it Thursday, and or maybe I'll change it tonight. But a lot of it has to do with the holiday, a specific holiday, like Halloween. I post a lot of pumpkin profile pictures of pumpkins and other kind of Halloween jokes, and then my backgrounds are bigger pumpkin pictures, like a whole group of them, like dying in the front yard, or being mass murdered, or being drunk and sick, and or delivering pumpkins, or making pumpkin pie. That was really disturbing. But I put up some cartoons or whatever, and I change it regularly because of the holiday, and to celebrate Halloween, and I do the same thing for Thanksgiving. I've put up background or profile background pictures of the harvest, because usually the Thanksgiving is and this time of year is associated with the completion of the harvest. And so I've been putting some pictures up, paintings or whatever of the harvest, and I just put my first turkey related or Thanksgiving, actually Happy Thanksgiving related banner up, and another epic beard. I'm using Civil War beards, famous Civil War beards, or pictures of Civil War era beards in my profile. And this year was the first time I ever got this is the first time ever I've gotten an acknowledgement or something about my profile picture. And it was last week. It was General Burnside's, and I should have made a joke about that. I had one all playing like there are two out of besides the ending of slavery and the Civil War, and many of the other things that happened and changed during the Civil War, on the federal level and on the national level, and on culturally and everything in our persona, and the tragedy that it was. There were two other great things to come out of the Civil War. These are good, positive things. You can thank General Burnsides for the sideburns, and General Hooker for the better nickname for prostitutes. I'm serious, that's a real one. You can look that shit up. Serious. Anyways, then they, one of the things that's going to happen and one of the big things is about Thanksgiving, and why I chose Civil War beards, because I have this, what I consider an epic beard, and the fact that it was during the Civil War that Abraham Lincoln sort of established Thursday as a day of thanks and thanks and giving, or giving a gratitude and thanks by creating actually the holiday of Thanksgiving, and he made it. I believe they made it a federal holiday, and it was all during the Civil War to kind of I don't know, for people to reflect and look upon, and while the Union was being preserved, and while other things were happening. So you gotta go for it, dude. I mean, so that's one reason. That's the big reason for Thanksgiving's foray into somewhat decorating on Facebook. We will be entering the Christmas season and Hanukkah, so there will be Hanukkah decorations as well for 7 or 8 nights, and 8 crazy nights, and there will be Christmas with profiles of Santa and other things for Christmas, and I hope they will be enjoyable. I hope people will notice them. I hope people are somewhat entertained or amused by it. You know, that's the whole point. Just to do something goofy. Believe it or not, I'm kind of a goof. As I've gotten older, I've gotten much seriouser. Very serious these days. Not the clown I was, but, you know, if I was, I'd be more of the clown I was. What was the joke I just heard that I was going to tell somebody? It was on Facebook. It was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was amusing. So, as we celebrate, remember that, like, our quote of the day is, actually, it's not the quote of the day. It's the my gratitude of the day, thanks of the day. It's what I'm thankful for. It's another one that I've challenged that somebody put up there. I don't know if it was Tammy King Tar or what, but they put it up there one year, about 3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, and I liked it, and I took it up myself, and I put out a challenge, and I put out a challenge last year, and I put out a challenge this year, that every day post something on your page, on your wall, that you're grateful about and thankful for. And it's not as easy as you think, buddy. It's been a rough year this year. It's been, for this month, I mean, with the fires and stuff, it's just awful. It's just awful. But I'm going to do my Trump impression. My impression of Trump. And how awful it is. I mean, it's so awful. It could be, nothing has ever been as awful in the history of awful. And by the way, I like Trump. Screw you. Oh. Anyways, that's a lot of what's going on right now, and what's going on in my mind. But today, in that moment of gratitude, that moment of thankfulness, I pointed out that as the day grows nearer to Thanksgiving, as the day grows nearer, our thoughts turn to family and friends, and I got a lot of kickback on that. But people that like it and whatnot, a lot of people don't quote or comment, but they do give me a nice thumbs up or whatever, and a smiley face, which is okay. It's good enough. I'm not actually out for to seek approval or to seek attention, but if I somehow instill thought and maybe a moment of meditation for people to consider, then that's awesome. I think that's great. I think I guess maybe that's why I am the way I am, is because I often drift off into moments like that. My mind wanders all over the place. I'm so curious. Still, at my age, I'm still so curious. And when I encounter something, I really have a desire to learn as much about it as I can. And I believe it's something that goes back to when I was 18. Well, before I was 18. But when I was 18, I really made a personal commitment to it. But to never stop learning. To always learn. And of course, sometimes it's gotten me in trouble because I'm a little bit awkward sometimes around people, and I might ask a stupid question. I've got to remind myself and learn how to ease into the question and remind them that it's not a judgment; it's just a question. I just sure. Yes, it's a shirt I wore before. People need to know some of these things. People need to be part of some of these things. To think about it and be is not a bad thing. To stop and think. We need to, more often we need to do that than we do. Maybe it'll reflect our outlook. Who knows? I think for me, it tends to be a lot more peaceful and still a little more compassion. But it's what it is. It's the way it is, brah. Anyways, we're puttering out. We're losing speed. Oh, you should know something. You should really know something. I should add this every time I'm in there. This is not written down. This is not really thought out. It's something that is on my mind, that I do think about, but most of this is all ad-lib. It's just like I've had some really good ones, in my opinion, and just recently somebody posted an old video of Argentina, and then there's still, as we roll into the post 2018 midterm elections, there's been a lot on Facebook and some posts and memes or whatever about democratic socialism, and you should all know my strong views on that. I believe what Vladimir Lenin said when he said the purpose of socialism is communism, or to lead to communism. And there you go. And if you really pay attention to the world, and you pay attention to history, and what's going on, what's currently going on, and what our own politicians are saying, because a lot of people, especially on the right, or the conservative side, see, you have to watch your words. There's no just right or left. If you mention the R word, you're, especially in my pale complexion, because of identity politics and racism, I'm a racist and a white supremacist and a nationalist. Well, yeah, I am a nationalist. I believe in my country. I believe in all Americans. And if you're an American citizen, you're an American. If you were born here, you're an American citizen. They can't take that away from you. At least I don't think they still can. I believe under the Patriot Act they actually could. But no, you're an American. And I think you should, like anything else, many other things, you should be American first. And if you want to come to this country and you have a desire to be an American, you're more than welcome. As long as you come legally, properly through the front door, we will welcome you with open arms. We will support you. We will even help you a bit. If you want to slip through the back door and you're here just for the benefits and you want to still be from wherever you're from, no. I believe in a lot of what Teddy Roosevelt said when he said, you need to Americanize yourself. You need to become a part of the fabric. And in doing so, you need to learn the language and become basically an American and then apply for citizenship, become a citizen. And that is the best way. That's the best thing. That's what's best for America. Now, if you do that, I'll listen to you. If you do that, you tell me you're Irish American or African American, I'll believe you. If you were born in Detroit and you want to tell me you're Mexican American or Asian American or whatever, Chinese American, I'm gonna wonder, did you forget the Detroit part? You know, are you a Michigan Asian American? You know, that's what I believe. I mean, to me, if you want to play that game, then the only American, one of the only African Americans I know of is Charisse Theron. She was born in South Africa, and she came to America for work. For her work, she was already an actress and a model and whatnot. And she stayed here, and she chose to become an American citizen. And she's an American citizen now. She has been for the last few years. And I, you know, another one is what was it? He was at a late night show. He was like Kevin or something. He was just a Scottish guy. He was a comedian and a punk rocker and everything else, and he became an American. And he's another one. I would say he's a Scottish American because he chose to become an American. He wasn't born here. Wasn't born with that privilege or that luck. That privilege. I don't want to use that word either because that one sucks. He wasn't born with that advantage, you know, to automatically be here. He was in a foreign country. He was born in a foreign country, which he lived in for many, many years, and because of his talent and his abilities, he traveled around some of the world, and at some point in his craziness, he chose to become an American, and he came here, he stayed here, and he applied, and he took the test and everything, and he became an American. So think about that. I've got 5% phone left, so I am going to have to boogie on out of here and get off the air. So good night, everyone. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope your family and your friends gather and break bread, and love ensues. Good night. Finish.